Good morning mga ka-flyers. Ngayon I'm going to review the Hubsan h107p. This is a micro quadcopter, beginner quadcopter from Hubsan. H107p, walang camera. No camera, but this micro quadcopter has altitude hold. So, and it comes with the transmitter, and this transmitter also has like beginner, or no, not beginner, high rate and low rate. When you press this right button, it will go into high rate. May lalabas dyan na, may magpa-prompt dyan, may lalabas dyan na expert. I think yun yung high rate, yung expert mode na tinatawag. And syempre pag high rate, expert mode, medyo mabilis siya, medyo aggressive siyang lumipad. And may flip din siya. Also this quadcopter, micro quadcopter, has the ability to flip. I think it's a 3D flip. You just have to press this, and when you hear the double beep, meaning it is ready to flip. And okay, with that in mind, let's go ahead and try this Hubsan h107p, a beginner micro quadcopter. By the way, I'm using a 400 milliamps 3.7 volts battery. With that in mind, let's try to bind this Hubsan h107p sa ating transmitter so that we can be able to proceed with the test flight. First, ang gagawin natin, let's turn the transmitter on by, may switch siya dito, ito yung on and on. Let's just slide this to the left, then the transmitter will start, or it will turn on. And let's connect the battery, 3.7 volts. Medyo mahirap, labas natin ng konti. Okay, and let's set aside muna, let's put this micro quadcopter sa level surface so that magka-calibrate kasi siya ng gyro niya. So I think it's okay na yan. Uy. And as you can see, yung front light niya is blue and rear light niya is red. So somehow this is really good for beginner, because you will not be going to lose your orientation, because pag nakita mo yung blue niya, blue light, it means yun yung harap niya, or that's the front part of the quadcopter. And when you see the line of sight flying, medyo malayo na, when you see the red light, it means yan yung back portion niya or yung rear niya. So it's easy to recognize its orientation. So okay, with that in mind, let's go ahead and punta tayo sa open area, and let's try to fly this micro quadcopter Hubsan h107p, a beginner friendly quadcopter. Okay, and let's try yung mag-start tayo sa low rate, and after a while, after a few minutes, we will go to high rate or yung expert mode, and then we will try the flip. Okay, so let's with that in mind, I'll go ahead and unlock the motors by just pressing the control sticks to the left bottom or left corner, into the left bottom corner of the transmitter, and you see the quadcopter is already starting, and here we are, nasa low rate tayo. Hindi ko pa click yung high rate, and you see it's not that responsive sa sticks command. Pag nasa low rate, mabagal siyang kumilos, hindi siya responsive. It's not that responsive with the sticks commands. With that in mind, let's go ahead and try expert mode, or what do you call that, high rate. Okay, by just pressing the right stick, short press, then nasa expert mode ka na, or high rate. You see, may expert na lalabas, may word na expert na lalabas sa controller, and there you are. Medyo responsive siya, high rate, responsive siya sa sticks commands. And let's try the altitude hold na sinasabi ko, kasi I read sa gift box niya na may altitude hold siya low. So let's try. So yun, I'm not doing anything sa controller, nag-hover lang siya, pero hindi niya na may maintain yung saktong altitude niya, nag-hover lang siya. See, just hovering. So yun yung altitude hold niya, and napakagandang gamitin. I think this is very suitable for beginner, or for those people who want to start flying, who want to go, or who wants to start into quadcopter. This is a very good trainer for those people na wala pang experience sa pagpapalipad ng wala pang experience ng pagpapalipad ng quadcopter. I think this is a very good drone to start with, because unang-una, easy to use, very easy to use. Second, mura. You won't be breaking your bank account para matuto ka na magpalipad. And the third one is this is very portable. Actually, napakaliit niya, and you can just slip this into your pocket. Pwede mo siyang ibulsa kasi napakaliit niya. And I think pag na-crash mo to, the parts are just so cheap. Parts are not that expensive kasi napakaliit niya, and yung spare parts niya are easy to purchase, and it's readily available online. So I think this is a very good quad to start with for those people who want to start who want to learn how to fly quadcopter. Anyway, with that in mind, let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you the flipping ability of the Hubsan h107p in a high rate. And look at the altitude hold ability of this little guy. It's just amazing. Very impressive yung altitude hold niya with this kind of drone, micro quadcopter. Altitude hold is just impressive. Anyway, with that in mind, let's go ahead and try the flipping ability of this micro quadcopter. So you just have to press the left stick, a bit long stick, siguro mga 2 seconds. Then you will hear a beep, then flip. You have to flip it. You can flip it now. Let's try. There. You hear the beep? Toot 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 toot. Yun yung signal niya na pwede mo na siyang i-flip. Another one. See? Another one, another flip. Lapit lang natin ng konti. Flip. Ayun. One more flip. There. One more flip. Yun. Yun. So you see, and this drone, this micro quadcopter has a range of 100 meters. So hindi siya ganun kataas kasi nga napakaliit niya. So malamang sa malamang you will lose orientation if you fly this micro quadcopter beyond the visual line of sight or yung out of range. Medyo malayo na. But I think this micro quadcopter is very nice to play or to fly during nighttime because of its LED light on its legs, the blue and the red LED lights. But actually this quadcopter is really enjoyable, very easy to use. This quadcopter is really designed for the beginner because of its it's very easy to use, very portable because it's very very small very small body and very lightweight. So you can just like what I have said, you can just slip this into your pocket, so you don't need a bag or any pouch. Pwede rin pouch, but overall you can just slip this into your pocket, and you see the flying ability of this, just perfect for beginners. Flip. Show me your flip. Okay. One more flip. Okay. One more to the left. Okay. So let's just have a... So overall, this is very good for beginners. Because mura, very cheap, very small in size. You can just very easy to carry. You will be having no problem pagka itatransport mo siya. So very affordable and very sleek, and really I think Hubsan did a great job with this kind of micro quadcopter, because it's very agile and very smooth. You can switch to high rate and low rate, and the additional features that you can flip this little guy. So sulit na sulit. This is worth the money. It's a bang for the buck na sinasabi. Very affordable, and look at that. Very easy to fly. Siguro for me very easy to fly kasi may experience ako sa pagpapalipad, pero I think yung beginner will not be having a hard time flying this and getting familiarized with how the quadcopter fly, because Just very easy, and the big factor of this is the altitude hold. So you don't have to worry about going up and down. You just have to let go of the left stick, and that's it. Wala ka nang iisipin. Wala ka nang poproblemahin na baka bumagsak because of the altitude hold. All you have to do is just to maneuver this, just to play this around, and that's it. Up, down, left, right. So, yun lang. Wala kang masyadong poproblemahin. It's very good for beginner. Especially for those people who have no experience sa pagpapalipad. I think this is the right quadcopter to start with. Hubsan h107p micro quadcopter.